What makes a news channel reputable? Government funding, prime television timing, and what about the independents who gain their audience through honesty, integrity, and showing sources instead of pushing the only claims that justify enforcements? What makes one expert better, a government endorsement? The size of their paycheck? And what happened to health being a matter of personal agency? You can find fast food at every corner, though heart disease is the #1 killer in North American families. Since when does an appointed authority get to play some god? And why have we lost control of our own thoughts? There are so many questions, and I'd say it's not a crazy idea to allot some time to think on these hypocrisies. As we are a species capable of great things, if we could learn to bring out the best in ourselves, so we can help one another and reach potentials that the current state would never bother encouraging us to attain. Because there's little to freely gain from the healthy, the sane. You believe historical documentaries, but can't link the chains that manipulation is not just a thing of the past. It's a ship that keeps sailing with the unaware at the mast. It's just hard to know you're in it when the plot changes this fast. Don't get caught up in the fear fads of today, because deceit is here to stay as long as our minds are weak enough to be played and our focus is frayed. We don't need products or fame. Self-confidence is not on subscription, it's ingrained in logic, knowing that conflict may never end. But a clear mind does not bend to find answers in the pretend. See the beauty in the end of the hardships. Better to stay present than turn numb and complacent. This isn't a pageant to see who is the best person, as real good doesn't need recognition. What is this condition of living like reality is fiction and real life happens behind screens? Our addiction to the obscene is tearing us away from what it really means to be human beings. No wonder we're leaving decisions to others. We've lost touch with being mothers and fathers, so we turn into soldiers in a war against ourselves. Because we can't tell that the worth of our existence is defined by meaningful experience. You are not someone else's experiment. Your choices only make sense if it's your own voice that presents them. Make sure it's reality you're repeating, not the fear of impending danger you heard from a stranger who's got a fancy title on paper but has never shaken your hand. And if you choose to stand outside this line, you may get backlash, but you'll be fine once you realize there are communities to build upon values that fill your life with peaceful purpose, instead of breaking your back on a path that is worth less than your best guess of what freedoms you have left in a game you were signed up for when you couldn't even speak yet.